Hi guys, Kyler here, and today I'm doing a cleanup dive at Mayfield Lake. This dive will be interesting for me for a couple of reasons. For one, I'm doing this all by myself. I don't have any cameraman or anyone in the water with me. And for two, I am at Mayfield Lake on a different side than I've ever been before. So I'm really excited to see how this goes and what this side of the lake is like. So let's hop into it.
Now that might sound pretty straightforward, but in reality it wasn't, because the docks that I wanted to dive at were actually owned by a resort. So that meant if I wanted to search there, I'd have to swim in from a public access point and then go underneath the docks, which to me didn't sound that bad, but I also didn't realize that getting there required swimming through an underwater forest. And it was crazy how many branches and sticks and stumps there were down there. It really all looked otherworldly. And finally, after spending most of my dive up to this point just dodging sticks and branches, I started to find some things. Now, oddly enough, the coolest find of the day for me was actually this fish. This fish is called the tiger muskie, and it is the result of when a northern pike and a true muskie mate and create this hybrid species. And this species of fish is known for being extremely aggressive and really hard to catch. My dad had been telling me about them for years, so for me to actually see one in person while diving was really cool. But at the same time, I was a little leery of them because of all the stories I'd heard of them being aggressive and biting people. After making it past that fish and doing some nifty navigation, I finally made it to the docks that I had wanted to search under. And I was very surprised to find that there was practically nothing underneath those docks. I don't know if the people that come here just so happen to be the cleanliest people on earth, or maybe it has something to do with that thick layer of mud on the bottom, but there was nothing of note to be found here, which after all the way I'd swam and traveled to get here was a bit of a disappointment, but at least now I can check this place off my list.
All right, guys, I'm gonna keep it a buck with y'all. That dive absolutely sucked. The visibility was bad, it was cold as honk, and I barely found anything. But I did see some cool fish, and I did find a couple things still. So I'm gonna show you guys real quick the things that I found. First off, I found this empty bottle of vodka. It says Porter's Triple Distilled Vodka, so that was down there. It doesn't smell like anything, and there's nothing in it. I also found what appears to be a dog toy. I'm sure that somebody threw it out for their dog. It lost it, and they're probably very disappointed in losing that. I also, for the first time in a very long time, found a golf ball, which early on in my dive career, I used to say, oh, it's not a dive if you don't find a golf ball, because I used to find them all the time. But like thinking about it, this is the first golf ball I found in probably like 4 or 5 dives, and ironically it was on a dive that, yeah, anyways, but it's interesting that I found this. I also found this lovely pair of reading glasses. In hindsight, I really wish that I would have like put it back on the dock that I found it under, because then maybe the person could have found them. I'm like, oh, there's my glasses. But sadly, by the time I thought about it, I forgot which dock it was. I guess I'll just have to keep them. Anyways, guys, I'd like to thank you all for watching. Sorry this dive kind of sucked, but if you're actually watching this, that means the edit turned out decent enough for me to share it with y'all. So I hope you enjoyed it. I'd like to thank everyone who watches and subscribes and likes and does all that stuff. It really means a lot and helps me be able to continue to do stuff like this, even though I don't know if I really like doing what I did today, but you know, overall, I do love making videos for y'all. So the point is, thank you for watching, and yeah, I'll see you on the next one. Peace. But like, what do y'all think though? Are these the move? Like, do these look all right? I'm gonna go with no.